Right now I'm in California, but I'm traveling actually in Georgia for tomorrow. It's been good, but same time not really good like I used to. So after my fight, a lot of fights supposed to happen, but never happened. That's only the thing what bothers me. Other than that, I feel great and everything is good around me. Zombie, we have some stories, but besides some personal situation, Zombie is in general one of the biggest name in UFC. You know, not only in our division. I know that he's a great fighter with big achievements, and I know that I want to be the best, and to become the best, you need to beat the best fighters. So he's one of them. And there was some interactions on the media, and he is very close in the ranking. And I feel like this fight makes a lot of sense because it was already booked before. Plus, he had something to say about my last fight, you know, and besides all this, honestly, why I do think that this is a good fight, because we are both coming from the striking background as well. So he was fighting in one kickboxing show, which called It's Showtime. And this is back in the days in 2009, I believe. And that time I was fighting in 2009 or maybe 2010, around that time. And that time I was fighting in same show as well, in the same division. I believe we both were fighting in lightweight division, in kickboxing. We never ended up to fight each other there, but now is the time to face in UFC in the biggest stage of MMA. I don't think that's true, honestly, because UFC is been pushing this fight for couple of months, you know, before it got scheduled. I know that I can't tell you what was in my case, you know. I don't know what UFC was talking to his wife, you know. This is something that I don't have sources to find out. But from my side, I was in Vegas and I talked to UFC and their matchmakers, and they offered me the fight, and I was happy to take it. And actually, I was super excited to come in Korea and meet the fans. I know that I have a lot of fans and a lot of friends as well in Korea, and I'm still haven't been there. And I was looking for putting some great show in front of Korean fans. So that time was when, so I had an offer before, but that time was when pretty much officially we got an offer from UFC. And of course, it's funny that I have not even say yes when my management and my team already said yes, because we had a talk, and I said that when UFC was gonna make this official offer, from my side would be already yes. So yeah. So in my eyes, I believe because UFC was gonna come in Korea, so I assuming that maybe he was a part of all this project that he was trying to make his fight. So pretty much, I believe he was choosing his opponents. He wanted to choose maybe some different name, which did not happen, and that's probably in my head. That's what was going on. So. But beside this, if I was him, I would not love to fight Giga too, because yeah, I mean, if I don't want to fight myself, you know. So yeah, you know, people, you know, after my last fight, even I lost the fight, I've been trying to push the fight and schedule the fight. And so far, whatever they offered me, we always said yes, and these fights never happened. And yeah, there was a zombie, was a Sodiq multiple time. You know, actually, I'm gonna say something that I never said in media. So I had a fight scheduled in September with the Sodiq, and this fight got canceled. But that was not I never say no about this fight. You know, UFC, when they called me, it was in June, and I started my camp from June. So 3 months I spent in the camp. I was preparing for this fight. I was not injured or something. But what happened was, because of my last fight, just doctor did not allow me. They did not give me the paperwork to fight. It's like the protocol that you need the clearance from doctors to fight every single time. And it was not in my hands. After this, they tried to schedule this fight again twice, and this fight did not happen. And every time they gave me opponents, I always say yes. I never back down to anybody. And a lot of people say no to fight me. And I believe that was one of them was a zombie as well. Why zombie would turn down the fight? I believe I can beat the zombie. I don't want to say easily, because he's such a legend, but that's true and that's reality. You know, like I'm in my prime. He had his time. He's still fighting, but yeah, you know, when Ninja and fights a zombie, we'll see what happens. You know, he can turn me down once, he can turn me down twice, but end of the day, I know that UFC and fans want this fight, and when they all want this fight will gonna happen. It doesn't matter in Korea, in Georgia, or in America. You know, we have an availability to fight in Georgia as well. Easy to fight in USA, but before was scheduled in Korea, which I was super excited. Maybe we'll fight in USA, you know, depends. I hope so. I hope so, because, you know, like in social media, when you open your mouth and you talk about about other fighter, it means that you have something to say. You know, you have something to say, and I believe he had something to say. And when we see each other face to face, it doesn't matter. It's gonna be the fight in octagon or outside octagon. We're gonna have a talk, and this talk is not gonna be nice. I guarantee you. I never apologize to nobody, because every time I say my words, I keep my words, and I stand behind my words. I don't even understand why I have to apologize, because he was the one who was talking about me and my family. And what I say wrong? I say one time about zombie was that he was the easiest task for Volkanovski, and we all saw what happened to him versus Volkanovski fight. You know, after this, I said recover fast, champ, and that's pure sportsmanship about it, because that fight was pretty bad. How it ended up for Zombie, and all the Korean fans, I believe they were sad after this fight. So I just wished him the fast recovery, so I can fight next time him faster. I think, you know, in soccer game, when one guy, you know, in a soccer game there is two door, and sometimes this team attacks, and sometimes this team attacks them, and sometimes the one team is so good there is never ball on this side, and there's always this side. So we call it like one-sided game, right? So pretty much that's how it was in my eyes. There was no any chance for Zombie in this fight. I think everybody saw this fight, you know. Zombie had a good fight before, but this fight was not his fight at all. Big time, my friend, because the few days before earlier, I met Dana at UFC PI, and we had the talk. And pretty much, I was told that I was gonna fight Champ in if I would finish the cater in first or second. And after this, you know, every emotion woke up in my head, and I got too excited. You know, I got too excited, and in the fight of a cater in the first round, I started pretty well, and then I slept. I slept because octagon was very wet, and when I kicked, I slept. And once I slept, I started to worry about finish in the first round, because that's what I promised to Dana. Instead of me staying in the fight and winning the fight, I was worrying all this fight about not knocking Kelvin Cater out in the first round. That was my mental mistake, which I never gonna do again. Of course, yeah. I first of all, till the last round, till the last second, I was still dangerous. I was coming after I had the face bone broken 3 times, no broken hand and broken elbow and broken nose multiple times in this fight. But what you can see in the fight, even in the last minute, I'm still dangerous and coming to fight. So this gave me more experience that I can fight 5 rounds. Absolutely, I can fight and I can be dangerous. And the thing was, my main mistake was still in the last round. Even till the last round, I was worried about the not finishing him in the first. You know, I was not. I was not coming with the game plan. It was completely out of my game plan what I was doing. I just wanted to finish him with a 1 shot or 2 shot. And after this, watching this fight, every time I watch, it makes me proud. Even I lost a fight, even I get a lot of damage, but I learned a lot, which you guys gonna see in the future. Yeah, after this fight, everybody had something to say. You know, before the fight, nobody say anything. Max Holloway never said anything about me. Zombie never say anything about me. Champ was always quiet. Once I lost, everybody became so happy. Zombie said, "Yeah, that emoji." Beside this, there was a tweet which made me super upset, and that was deleted. I heard from Zombie's account from social media that that was not him, and somebody I don't understand. I really want an explanation about it, because in that tweet, which was deleted, they were talking about my mom, my family, and that's something very personal to me, you know. Beside this, yeah, beside the zombie, a lot of people say this, that, oh, you lost the fight and you did this and you did that. But yeah, that's a fight, you know, and that fight was something that I will still always gonna be the proud, because all these 25 minutes was a great show. I feel like one of the best fighters going on each other to knock each other out, which as a fan makes me enjoy the moment, you know, makes me enjoy the show, watching the show. I don't know Zombie personally. Only the way I knew him was only positive way. But that tweet was absolutely out of his language. But that's very personal to me, and I want to make sure that that was not him, and I want to be clear about it. And only the chance Yeah, someone from his account actually messaged me about this, and it says that yeah, but like you say, maybe someone, maybe his manager is texting this to fix a relationship, or I don't know. I don't understand. That's why I need to see him face to face to ask about it, and I'm definitely going to do that in the future. Yeah, it's time to fight. It's time to put a good show. And he's ranked 6, I'm ranked 8. We are close to each other, and I believe we can make a good show. We both looking for top 10 opponents. He hasn't fought almost a year. I haven't fought a year and 1 month or something. And yeah, let's go. Let's make this show happen. Yeah. I've been waiting for him. I get offered a couple of times, as I say, and yeah, I'm not lying anything. My coach announced before me even this fight, and UFC was on it. Everybody was on it. Now it's time. Let's see who zombie is better or ninja. Korean fans, all I can say that I get a lot of messages from them as well. Of course, there are some haters as well, but I do appreciate their interest of watching the fights, watching the show. I see a lot of love from them to me as well, which I did not really believe before, because they have such a great fighter as a zombie, and so many other Korean MMA fighters. The young super boy as well. This is a super good fighter, and some other fighters as well. So when I heard the messages from them, I was really happy to hear that. So in the future, if they're gonna have a show in Seoul or anywhere in Korea, I would definitely will offer myself to UFC to get schedule me there, so I can meet them and have a contact with Korean fans there.